Ralf Brookes. I'm here representing 3PR, People for Protecting the Peace River. I'm board certified in city, county, and local government law. I've been city attorney for many cities, and I've been deputy county attorney for Sarasota County, and also land use litigation attorney for Monroe County. I'm about 3 minutes. I might be about 3.5. I have a few things to hit. You do not have to approve a local development agreement. It's a voluntary thing. This development agreement would freeze regulations for 30 years, which is a bad thing. Many things can happen between now and 30 years from now. I haven't even been practicing law for 30 years, even though I graduated in 1988. So that's a long time. Many rules and laws have changed in my legal career already. The agreement's for 30 years, but you're only going to get 25 years of payments, so you're giving them 5 years free. You're not having any inflation factor here. $8 million is going to be worth very much less than $8 million is now 30 years from now. Agriculture is the current zoning and the current use that's allowed on these properties, and they will continue to produce agriculture crops with the proper rotation ad infinitum, in perpetuity, on into infinity. Phosphate mining, clay settling areas, up to 40% of these areas will be geotechnically challenged for the remaining time that we are alive. So you may not be getting enough money. You're giving away land that can never be used again in Hardy County for agriculture, for other uses, economic uses. You need to separate these from the applications. The MMRP and the MMSC, those haven't even been heard yet you're finding them to be consistent with the comp plan and in compliance with the land development code before the quasi-judicial hearings have even occurred. Those will occur on July 9, I believe, and July 10, and maybe even after that, yet you're finding them to be consistent now before you've heard those quasi-judicial determinations. I've never done a development agreement apart from the actual rezonings and plan amendments and special exceptions that are part of them. They should all be considered together, not this before that. It prevents downzoning for 30 years. Again, that's freezing regulations. If we need to do something different with some or all of these lands in the future, you're binding your brethren and additional county commissioners that will be elected for the next 30 years. They're going to be bound by this, yet you're going to make the call, and they're not going to make a decision. They're not going to be able to change the amounts of money. They're not going to be able to change the regulations. That's certainly not fair, if in fact not unconstitutional. I could ask you to hold off on this agreement. It's premature, and we don't believe it should be entered into at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That's all the papers I